Hey everyone, NoobLayer7 here, and today I'm doing a VOD review of McNoobie playing Ana / Baptiste. You guys have Ana and Lucio, that's pretty good. Although you guys are running bunkers, so maybe Zen would be better. Especially because you guys also have a Hanzo.
This will help.
You've got alright sight lines, although you probably want to move up just a little bit so you can heal your Hanzo and your Lucio when he was on the high ground. You're tunnel visioning really hard. When you were over here, you're completely tunnel visioning on the Hanzo, and your tanks on the right side could have been dying here. There's no way for you to see that unless you peek over there, and they were low. I know you wanted to heal the Hanzo, but you have to be aware of the rest of your team too. You should be pushed up a little bit so you can get some sightline on their backline as well if your team doesn't need healing. Right now you're focusing 100% on healing, even though your team doesn't really need it.
Thank you.
Now you don't have sightline on the Sigma, you gotta use your nade for him. And your Risa dies because you can't see him. You should have been over here in a better position a long time ago. Okay, because you're missing shots does not mean you should use your nade. Especially because the Sigma wasn't really that low of health. Your Hanzo there didn't need any healing. You shouldn't be continuously healing them. You should be looking for a target to shoot yourself. Like, look, he's full health. You gotta look for other targets. Looks like you're trying to heal your Orisa. He doesn't need that much healing. Maybe if you pressure their Ana and their Orisa instead of trying to heal your Orisa when she was full health, your Orisa wouldn't have died there. That's a good purple. Although you guys need to regroup. That was an aggressive play. I don't know if it was worth it. This is also a very aggressive play, and it's really smart too, because nobody on the right could have contested you while you did that. The only reason I said earlier over here that I don't know if it was worth it is because he's nanoed, and that's, if you miss that sleep then you're dead and you have to stagger for longer. So it's pretty risky, but because you pulled it off and you got that nade, it made a huge difference. I don't know why you don't nano him. You should nano him when he's flying off. If you wait like that and he dashes, then he can't do a one-shot combo. I mean, he can, but not in 250 health after. You should have naded and not try to slap it out of by Risa. Don't go AFK. You always have to be moving. If that hog was good, he would have killed you. This is better than where you were before. Like, over here is not good. Although they do use tires, so now it's good. That was a nice shot. But you still want to be a little bit more to the left, so that you can have LOS on your tanks. Right now you have LOS to basically Genji only. Now this is an alright position because your team has moved back.
My shot find them.
Yeah, you got a pick, you should nano. Yeah, that's good.
Bedtime. I will keep you here.
You should look for offensive nades here. Your Orisa did not need healing. You're kind of tunnel visioning on this hog. If your team was dying and you weren't able to help, it's because you couldn't see them. Luckily, they are doing well.
Shukran.
When you tend to focus an enemy target, you tend to focus just that target and not everything else. If you're playing Ana, you have to also make sure that you see what's happening to your team at the same time. Because especially with Lucio, you're the only burst heals your team has.
Nap time.
Going for the sleep is good. You should nade.
This is going to hurt.
That's a good nade. You get 2 purple. You should be behind shield here. There's no reason not to. Although your Orisa is kind of out of position. That's a good purple. You have to nade him there. You can easily secure a kill. He's so out of position when he charged. I don't know why. That was a really dumb charge. He charged into the corner. And he's all alone here. So if you purple him, he's guaranteed to die. You had to purple him here. I know you want to go help your Orisa, but your he's fortified. You can heal him up. He's not critical. You should have secured that kill on the Rhine there. That's not really your fault to die to the McCree. You did back out with your Orisa. Your Orisa just put a weird shield.
لسه في ناس لازم احميهم.
I don't know why you're AFK. Oh. Oh, that's good. He is pushing with that team, and he shouldn't be. Although, you might want to do that in voice chat. It's much quicker than being AFK for a long time. Alright, your position right here, you can do healing and not be contested, which is good, but you can't damage them. Their shield or just getting any kills, you can't do that. You're this little bit here, you're healing basically nothing. The only time you started healing is when your McCree got taking damage, and you could have done that from an angle where you could also shoot the team at the same time. Okay, that nade was aggressive, but you gotta actually throw it in the right place. It could have been a good play. Okay, I think all the way back here, your Lucy was shooting at something. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a Genji right there. Your Lucy is clearly shooting at, like, you might want to try helping him, or look behind. You had an aid. And now you can clearly hear him. Now he's on you. Tried calling for help. You have to do something about it. You had an aid all the way back here, and your Lucio was trying to 1v1 him. You completely ignored that and walked past it. That's why you died. Team isn't going to do anything. Your Lucio already tried. You could have secured an easy kill with your Lucio. Oh, that's why you're typing Nones of voice.
This is much better than a cabana on the beach.
Group up with me. Hey.
You might want to try going main and see if you can get some shots off.
You'll be fine.
You have to get your ult. Alright, if you're gonna play over here, stop peeking main. Like, you can easily heal your team from here. Instead, you push up a little bit and give the Orisa and whoever is behind the shield, I can't see because the resolution's too low. But you can heal your team from back and not peek them and make it so that you don't have to use your nade on yourself. Oh, it's okay if you don't hit a sleep like that. I think... I don't remember if you had nade, but if you did, then you should have used it. Nah, you didn't. So there's really nothing else you could do. It would probably been better if you shot at the Genji instead of shot at your full health Reaper though. Yeah, Orisa's not very good at playing Orisa.
Hello.
So if you're gonna come this side, be very aware of Lucio boop, because they do have a Lucio. They've had a Lucio all these rounds. So you don't want to play on the back end of this bridge, because he can easily boop you off. This would be a very nice time to do a nade here. You could get 3 or 4 people naded. You have to pay attention to your team. You're so focused on this Doom, you don't notice that your Sigma takes so much damage. Well, he gets punched right in front of you, and instead of looking at him, you're looking at the Doom. It takes the Doom to get in the same angle as your Sigma is for you to look at your Sigma.
Get back in.
Alright, you hear they have a Widow, so you gotta LOS that. Right now you're not really. You should have kept fighting. There's no reason to stop fighting there. It's not even stall, you could have won that.
Thank you. I'm with you, watching your back.
Alright, when you're walking back from spawn and you don't have the Widow, you can't walk in a straight line. You have to be continuously jumping and looking at every angle where the Widow is. Or where the Widow could be.
Cut out for retirement anyway.
You're just walking a straight line right now. It's only when that Widow misses a shot in your Doom that you start dodging. Don't take duels like this. It's much easier for them to do a one shot on you than it is for you to kill them. Your Doom helps. Although, I don't know why he doesn't kill her.
Go! I'll keep you here.
Alright, you should be trying to get to your team. They are down a main healer for a very long time. You can do no scope shots here and move towards your team instead of focusing your Doom. See, now your Orisa dies because you weren't there. You're focusing on this McCree a little bit too much. That's a good... Yeah, no, except you guys just lost 2, so it's kind of risky, but I think it's alright. You can't miss nades like that. Nade's one of the easiest things to hit, unless it's super far away and you don't know your angles. Your Lucio should not have V-dropped. There's also 3v4 or something. 3v5. No way you guys win this. Playing Baptiste here is weird. I mean, it could have worked both ways. Now you have a Wrecking Ball, which makes your job harder. And that's not your fault, really. Your team switched to Wrecking Ball. That's a good immortality for him. You should be focusing on killing this Tracer. Stop healing your team. You guys need to take point. You can't heal yourself as Baptiste, by the way. So shooting at your feet doesn't do anything. I think it would have been better to stay as Ana. There's nothing you really gain by switching to Baptiste, and it's only made worse by the fact that your team switched ball. Which again isn't your fault, but at least as Ana you can easily heal your Lucio. Okay, the McCree, or the Tracer's on you, right? You hear that. You're taking damage. You can't just completely ignore her, pretend she doesn't exist, and then use both your super long cooldown abilities. You have to shoot back. even if you're not confident in your aim and being able to kill her, you have to at least pressure her and do something. Okay, that widow was shooting at you. You should have looked and figured out where she was and then dodged it. There's only one place where she could be, and that's behind you. There's no way she's in front of you. You can see that she's not in front of you. So you should be going over here where she can't do it and she doesn't have LOS and she can't kill you.
It's not over yet.
And it looks like your team is doing a 3v5 right now. This is gonna be pretty hard here to win this one. Going straight onto point isn't a good idea. I mean, I know you had Immortality Field and you had your ability, but you're so much more vulnerable to everything on their team. You want to try to keep your team alive, not try to brawl it out. Now you're easy. It's very easy for you to die, just like that. Now would be a good time to switch to Moira, because you need touch point. Oh wow, you do. That's good. You should be throwing heal orb there, yeah.
Allow me to repair the damage.
Your team actually bring it back, which is kind of nice.
I will rebuild you.
You should be throwing a damage orb towards main. You've held on to this orb for super long. Your team did not need a heal orb. And now you put yourself in a really weird position by fading all the way over here. What you should have done is you should have healed your team, or get into a position like over here where you had LOS to your team, because right now your heals aren't doing anything. They're just hitting the enemy shield, which you can't heal it through shield as Moira unless you use orb. And it's not like your team was on low health at this moment. So what you should have done was faded closer to your team where you had LOS that wasn't through shield and use your normal heal. And you should have used your damage orb a very long time ago. You should have your orb on cooldown. Now when you fade, you have to know where you're fading and where the Sigma went. You look all over the place and then put yourself in a really weird position.
Cease resistance.
Yeah, it's over.
Victory.
There's not really one thing that you do particularly wrong. Like your aim's alright, and your positioning is alright. It's just, there's, in every single category there's something you can work on. But it's not like something is horribly wrong in any one category. What you do need to work on is your positioning, so you have LOS with your team. Every other instance, it's good. Another thing is your tunnel vision on an enemy or a teammate, trying to heal them or trying to damage a teammate. You have to make sure you know what health everybody's at and which target to be shooting at all time. Because you can't look at somebody and focus that person trying to heal them or trying to damage them if your team is taking too much damage. You have to be focused on keeping your teammates alive. And if you can't heal them because they're LSing you, you have to ignore them. You have to do something. Because when you're looking at your teammates through a wall, trying to get them to peek you, you're not doing anything. Lastly, what you need to do is you need to use sleep more often. You had the opportunity to use sleep quite a bit, but you just held on to it for whatever reason. Even if you don't think you can hit it, you have to try. And that's the only way you can get better at hitting sleeps.